Show us some of these products, if you would, so we know what we're talking about.
Absolutely. I'd love to. This Octacia design is a more contemporary look. You can see not just in shapes, but in the colors. And if you want to do the quick math on the 8 colors, you will see that there are 2 purples. There are 2 pinks. That would be these 2, and well, I guess sort of a hot pink over here, and more of a cotton candy type pink. A red and an orange here, and then a dark gray and a silver gray over here. So that kind of gives you the 8 colors that you can just count just by looking at this. Then on top of that, obviously these 2 colors, they're the same yarn, but they give a very different effect when they're cut and then when they're looped.
Interesting, interesting.
And of course you can see it in this as well.
Oh, I see. And when people come, let me get this back up on you here. When people come up, when a job first begins, people say, I want 8 colors, I want 6 colors, or they just have a design and you tell them how many colors it is. How's it usually work?
That can happen a number of ways. But generally a designer has a palette. That's usually the first thing they do in a design. So very often they say, I have this budget and I want to do this. And then sometimes we have to say, well, for this budget you need to use this technology.
I see.
And that may not allow as many colors as they like, or then they'll say, oh, but I really want this. Well, I say, well, then, you know. So we have to work that out, because sometimes they need to go to maybe an infinity product or something like that.
Now, you had mentioned shapes and sizes and so on. Are there shapes in this particular carpet, and we'll pan down here back to the carpet, that would be similar to what we might see in an Axminster or something like that?
Oh, certainly. Yes.
Okay.
The thing that I think I was trying to say that we're extra proud of is just our attention to detail and keeping our designs really clean.
I got you. Let's see this other one. This is a more traditional.
Absolutely. Not every hospitality job is, this very, contemporary look. We still do lots of traditional patterns. Now this one, I think you can see, it just looks richer than a regular Tapistron 6-color traditional pattern. There's an awful lot of color in here. There are actually 2 different sort of the lighter, the pale shades of a neutral, and a red and a medium gold that turns into brown when it's cut. There's just a lot of richness going on. 2 shades of green, a whole lot.
So it's really an art form using those 8 colors, isn't it?
Well, it is. It is. One of the things I also want to add, we have online coloring now. So when we put these designs up, our designers can then, our clients out in the field can then play with these. So it's really fun.
That's interesting. And there's one other one here.
Yes. Do you want me to move this here so that you can see?
Over that one.
This is a complementary product. It's pretty exciting that goes with that we just saw.
I see. Very interesting. Technology. Does that mean your whole marketing thrust is going to change a bit? Do you tweak it? Do you knock on doors you didn't knock on before? Do you look for projects that you hadn't looked for?
It'll be interesting to see where it takes us. It is. It's going to open up, I think, open up minds of designers who have seen us traditionally as just another small mill. But this gives us some clout as an innovator. This is something that small mills don't usually do. This is bringing out a new technology, the first new tufting technology in the last 5 or 6 years. This is not something that usually a small mill like us would do. I mean, you wouldn't expect from us. So it's very exciting for us to be able to do something that's normally something either a machinery manufacturing company in conjunction with a large mill would do. So it's bound to be a shot in the arm there. So we'll see where it takes us.
Talk about selling against Axminsters. I'm sure Axminsters are a perfect fit for certain applications.
Right.
For others, they want the color, but the rest of
Right.
the factors don't matter. Talk about that.
Well, we have a lot of respect for that technology. It's a gold standard of quality. But considering that Axminster is made in China and has to spend a lot of time on the water coming over to this country, it has to always has to be skein dyed. The quality issues with some of the distance and trying to understand exactly how to get certain shades of color in China and get over here. I've heard that can be a real problem. I mean, obviously that's, we hear those problems because we sell as well. We're made right here in the USA. We know what the color is. We can tell you, we can control those so well with our quality control. The yarn is made in the States, and the carpet is made right here.
Now, I hear so much, too, about the wearability of Axminsters, and I know with this technology you can vary the density, can't you, of the finished carpet? In
this, yes, absolutely. In fact, most Axminster, as I understand, and I'm not an expert, is what they call 7-pitch, 7-row. It is, which really would be 49 tufts per square inch. And we're 100 plus because, a 10 by 10 is really on the low end of our standards.
So, and again, I'm the furthest thing from an expert, but in a casino, for example, I think Axminsters are something that
they're used pretty widespread. And